That is a sick opening. We are back with another game that I am very familiar with. It is Grand Poo World 2. Obviously, also a ROM hack made by Barbarous King, Kaizo expert, and also a contender for my favorite ROM hack of all time. So let's not waste any time, and let's jump right into this. So, sorry Barb, I know it took you a lot of time to make this ship, but I'm gonna do what I'm best at on it and jump right off. And head right on into Marathon, which is the perfect first level to get you warmed up, I must say. Straight up platforming all the way through. So many fancy jumps. And yet not easy. Especially this jump right here. And of course grabbing this infamous checkpoint right here, which I didn't even get to try, but you saw that Koopa fall, and that is definitely an infamous troll right there. We'll just do a little bit of this, sneak right around that guy, and grab the checkpoint. And the fun does not stop in the second section. Even more fancy jumps with the Koopas and the platforms all over the place. This jump can be very tricky though. We got it. And oh my gosh. See, I fully believe that if a game has a lot of speedrunners, a big reason for that is because the start of the game is very fun, and it doesn't feel like you're just dragging through your feet all the time. And I can safely say that that is indeed the case with this level. This is just really fun to play through at any time. Just looking to challenge yourself with a little kaizo. Final spin jump right here, and through the final troll, we are in there, baby. And now, on to Laser Lifts, which is named after Laser Belch, famously. Where this lift will carry us throughout the entire level. Very precise movement to get under that muncher, I must say, though. There we go. And something that I've never seen before is where we can actually put these lines at the bottom here so that the platform can actually keep its speed that it gets from going off the end of a line. Very creative. Now let's get around this nasty kaizo block right there and right into the pipe. As you notice, we got that same platform coming from the left right there, continuing into the second section where we will be working our way downwards. And no, I'm not going to be trying to grab this shell, in case anyone was wondering. Right, oh, I didn't do that right. Oh, okay. Right through there. That is not easy. And of course, the coolest jump in any video game ever, right here. We will race to catch back up with this platform and jump off of it as it's falling. Which, I don't know if that's how physics work, but it works in the Mario world, and that is awesome. Now on to a level that I absolutely hated the first time I played it, because like I mentioned before, this was also one of the first Kaizo games that I played, and that was mistake number 1, because I was not experienced enough to handle the frustration that would come from playing this level. Honestly though, the first half is nothing to be too angry about. A lot of slope momentum, going fast, and you can get the hang of it pretty easily. I don't know how I didn't make that. Alright, so we're going to jump up against this wall right here because it will load the bullet blasters behind the pipe there a little bit differently so they will not shoot us in the face. And then here's why I hated this so much, because of this water right here, which it took so long to get the hang of. But as you can see, not too difficult right there. You really do have to learn the ways of the tide right here. Also, just a little bit of a challenge for anyone who's looking for something really difficult. Try to make it through that entire room right there without pressing left or right. Obviously, it is intended to press left when you're going down like this. However, it actually is possible to get through this without pressing left or right. It is extremely precise, and I've actually done it 2 times, I think, but it was super, super difficult. So yeah, a little challenge for anyone who's looking for that. And actually, you know what? We will take a look at our first poster over here on this side of the map. which is of our boy Composer right here, just chilling right off to the side. But this is also one of the worst trolls, because if we actually take the right exit right here, and then go back in, we are sent back to the start of the level. Except we're not. Yeah, I don't understand it, but that is kind of a cool fake-out troll there. That definitely got me the first time. And this time we will not jump down that water pit over there and make our way into the next vertical pipe and beat the level, no problem. We can now go on to the main overworld and climb to the peak of the mountains. Or, not quite. We will make our way up the rest of the peak in this level, which I am not even going to try to pronounce. Another ice level here, where you are given a mushroom and forced to slide while ducking all over the place. And I must say, the music in this level is very upbeat for an ice level, I'll say. But, you know what, I like it. It's a good song. It's like, it weirdly fits, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Slide right through here, and then make our way on this weird block pattern. Climb up this height section. Let's go, we're in. And, oh, you thought I was gonna skip it, didn't ya? Nah, we're gonna see our good buddy Link dead right over here in this level. I'll just dodge that thing flying through the air. Alright, moving on. Now, you're going up the mountains as rocks rain from above. And this is definitely the level where we can see a step up in difficulty, the point in the speedrun where the most resets take place. It's the hardest level towards the beginning. Alright, just go up there fast so rocks don't get us. Do a really hard shell jump. And we are almost at the peak. I'm just gonna take this a little bit slow. We're just gonna make our way over these rocks and grab this orb right at the top. And it is time to make our way underground and go underwater. Now, generally, I am someone who would say that if there is a water level, it automatically sucks. However, I honestly would have to break that with this level because this is a really fun level, despite it being underwater. I don't know how Barb did it, but he did it. Wait, I'm gonna see the greatest death of all time. So yeah, that's a thing. So, yeah, these yellow pipes you don't want. You also don't want to activate that block. I don't know how that just happened. So, I should probably mention that this is a 2-exit level. However, we are going to start off with the normal exit because of the way the paths work. So we will not go in that pipe this time, make our way right down here. I'm just gonna do some fancy tricks with the block here. What? Wait, what? I don't know why that block didn't start turning. Let's try this again. We will hopefully hit that block, make our way through, and hopefully we can beat the time crunch right there. We'll go through the dolphin and get in the pipe with 2 seconds to spare. Now, instead of going through the dolphin, we are going to ride on it to go up through those invisible blocks and up this long vertical section once again. This trick where we go left and then go slightly right to not hit any of those. Nice, nice. What? What was that? I went right through him. Oh wait, I just realized I almost missed a portrait down here. Hanga. And of course fishing booze, because why not? So, let's get back up here before we tragically lost our buddy. Good, good. Now let's not go through them, so we're gonna make sure that we're going down right here. So we'll land on top of them, get through these blocks, and in the pipe. We'll just jump in the water right here and grab the goal. Now what's interesting about this goal right here is that you can see as we're walking to the right, we are entering a cave over here. And that will continue on to this next stage, which is, of course, Mount Moon, where we will then progress through this cave that we just entered. So we'll go in this pipe, and we'll go right back in it, because this is another secret right over here. We got our buddy Failstream chilling right there. Now with that out of the way, one thing that you might have noticed is that when we went through the pipe, it got slightly darker in the cave. And it just keeps getting darker the more pipes we go in. We are just making our way all the way down through this cave. And the background is basically just pitch black at this point. We gotta avoid these purple bats right here. Alright, this shouldn't be too bad. Just gotta maneuver this guy off. And then we run for our life. Let's go. So we are pretty much so deep into the cave at this point that there is lava down here. Over this room, it seems to be a little bit calm as the lava is purple and these skull platforms are moving nice and slow. Nothing too intense in this room. However, we get into this pipe right here. Now we get into clear orange lava, and this platform is moving way faster. So everything is much more intense now. Go jump, jump, and then we just gotta... Wow. I don't know how I messed that part up. So what I was going to say was, you probably saw an orb right there, but we're not gonna grab it right away, because we want to get ahead of this skull platform and want to grab it from the right so we can land right back on it, and should carry us all the way to safety over here so we can get that clear. However, we are still in this cave, so we're gonna head onto this next level, which, yeah, just for everyone's sake, I'm just not gonna say that. However, starting off right here, we can let the lava go down and enter this pipe. Check out our boy Tofu, who is just randomly wearing a cowboy hat for whatever reason. Just random pictures all over the place. Never gets old looking at those. So obviously, right away with this level, we get a very creepy vibe. You're still in the deepest part of the cave with the lava and everything. And everything down here just doesn't feel unsettling. Like, you can just tell right away that this level is going to be very, very hard. And that is proven for when we get to Yoshi. And then we gotta do this really weird jump right here. Gotta go as quick as possible. Do that. Jump right away from Yoshi and just, we're not gonna follow those coins because we gotta get that checkpoint. But we got it, and onto the second section. The music is way more intense now. But we have to escape from the cave now because everything is sinking. So we're going up and up and up again. One thing you're not gonna notice right away is that this water is actually reverse control. So like, I'm moving left right now, but I'm pressing right on my controller. And then when I'm moving right, I'm pressing left on the controller. It's like, it's really weird. That was very, very hard to get used to. These little blocks right below the pipe, but we got in there. That was a pretty good run. Let's go. So this gives us access to leave the underground overworld right here, but we're actually gonna backtrack and go right over here, because like I said, this water level is a double exit level, so let's get that secret exit, why don't we? Really not that bad here, we just gotta make our way about halfway through past these yellow pipes. And some who are paying attention might have noticed this dolphin on the left side of the screen right here. Oops, we'll actually get to that in a second. So this dolphin, if we just get on him right here, he'll just take us through the straight up hidden wall and into this pipe right here, which will take us outside and onto a ship, which we will sail to freedom, or at least that's the goal. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff right here that does not want us to get to freedom. But we can dodge all of that. And because I didn't die, I can actually stand on the ship right here above the spikes instead of jumping on those fish like you would normally do. Dodge that fish out of nowhere. And then we can just get rid of that guy. We did make it to the end, but our ship actually crashed. So we're gonna have to get this secret exit and leave it behind. And you can see this is definitely where the ships go to crash. And now that we're here, we are entering the Yacht Club Castle, which is a water castle. Except it's not a water castle. It definitely looks like it, however, we cannot swim in this. This is actually just a low gravity type of level, so we are just much more floaty, almost like we're on the moon. It's a funny part with the spring right there. Just go up for so long. Dolphins, and then a very hard door right there, by the way. But we got it, and we can now head to the boss. And by the way, if you just look left and press Y, there's just a hidden block in the wall right there, which definitely makes this fight much easier. Because you need 4 hits on this guy, and there are only 4 blocks visible. But we can make one of them unnecessary. And I actually prefer it to be this one right here because you have to do a frame grab to get it, and I don't trust myself to do those, so I just skip that one. I just take the other 3, hit him, and he is dead. So this level, Arrakis, is probably my least favorite level in this game. It's either this one or Weathertop. We'll get to that later. So Arrakis takes place in a desert, and there are fast-moving pokies all over the place. These things are not easy to deal with. Oh man, that jump, definitely noteworthy. Like, look at how much room you have for that. Just bounce on this guy before he gets taken out. Then we will platform to this last Poke right here, which is just the most jank thing ever. It's just, there are just sometimes where out of nowhere, he will just turn left, and there's nothing he can do. Except, he didn't turn left right there, and I just got through somehow. Okay, I don't even know how that happened, but we're just gonna grab the checkpoint, and then take a look at another portrait over here of the Beast, who is, once again, wearing a cowboy hat for whatever reason. So on to the second half of the level, which is definitely not as bad as the first, however it can still be pretty challenging. We just gotta go through the hidden wall once again. Oop. And once down here, we gotta jump on this guy precisely. And then we got a straight sprint right here. This part is all about P-speed. Yeah, see, he just completely jukes you right there if you just jump in the wrong spot. So we gotta keep P-speed here. Grab a mushroom. And then we gotta do this. And then we just sprint all the way to the pipe, and we're out. There we go. So once we go through this pipe, you'll see that it'll take us back to the underground section, and it becomes apparent that both paths lead to this pipe right here. So you get a little choice between 2 paths right there. However, I did both of them just because we want to see every level in this game. So on the bridge right here, we have Sunset Breeze, which is a level full of fans, and that's pretty much it. The main gimmick is that you can press down to cancel the fan. So you do have quite a bit of control, even if it does seem a little weird at first. Oh yeah, and this is the best People Balloon section of all time. You know why? Because it doesn't even last 1 second. So that is the first half right there, and now we are at the point of auto-scrolling. That does not make things any easier here, because this second half is very, very hard. Like this part right here where you cannot jump at all, you just have to run right under those thwims very precisely. Oh, okay. One more Koopa bounce. By the way, there's a very, very bad kaizo block right there. You have to do a very precise jump to the left right there to get around it. Ooh. There's kind of an indicator at those thwims where, like, when the second one lands, the first one's gonna jump, but, you know, for the most part, you just kind of gotta keep the rhythm. There we go. Now, see, even then, that was a little bit too late. Now, and then there. I'm gonna do this Koopa bounce. Bounce on him. Oh my gosh. Oh! That was a very tricky setup to make it through there. So, we're gonna bounce on the Koopa on the left, and then we're gonna... Oh my gosh. So we have to time that very precisely to make it into the pipe when the saws are not over it. And let me tell you, that jump... If it looks bad right now, just watching, it's even worse when actually trying it. For a lot of jumps, it's the opposite, but no, this jump is just, like, it's so bad. Alright, here we go, Koopa bounce, and then we just gotta go kind of right away. Oh, but that was a little bit too soon. It's like, you just gotta wait, like, 1 second on the fan, and then go. What? It's like, I feel like I'm messing it up, because, like, in my head, I had, like, confidence that I was gonna be able to get it, because I had done it so many times, but then I'm actually, like, trying to do it. It just almost seems like I'm going against my own advice. It's like, I gotta remember, like, this jump is actually, like, worse than it looks. Even if I've beaten it so many times— oh, there's the block, by the way. Even if I've beaten this level so many times, it's still gonna be a really, really difficult jump. Yes! Perfect. And now we can see the goal right over there, but before we grab that, let's just go right back down this pipe and just give a quick hello to our good buddy Ryukar. And of course, there's another thing just falling from the sky. Oh gosh. But now we can grab the goal right over here. And we can walk over to the right to enter this mysterious castle right here, which is Sen's Fortress. As the name might imply, this level is going to be very, very hard. Very dark and very hard. So there are those tight ropes right there, and as you can see, I was going across those very slowly, and that is because if you actually run on them too quickly, you fall straight through. As you can see right there, is required at some parts. Jump through these saws and take this platform to victory right over here. I'll just dodge into skewers. Wow, that was really stupid. I really should not have died like that. You know, while we're here, let's just see if I can get this cool skip right here. So we're just gonna do that. I did not think I was gonna get it that quickly. But yeah, you can just run pretty much as fast as you can right there, and then just jump to barely avoid the saw. So back to this part, we're gonna get back on this platform, and then we're gonna jump out of the way of the skewers. And then grab the checkpoint. Let's go. And for the second half, this is where Bowser's big balls come into play. And they are much faster than usual. And of course, a Magic Koopa and another tightrope right over here, which you gotta walk along pretty much as fast as we can so we don't get hit. And some more fancy jumps right over here to get to the end. We're gonna try this jump where we fall right into the platform and press up right as we pass by the door, because that door is not easy to get into. Now, generally, when it comes to Super Mario World hacks, you just see like a Wendy or a Reznor fight when it comes to these boss rooms, but no, this is just a Chuck that is just on like everything is the best way to put it. Honestly, calling this fight insane would be the understatement of the century. It is so fast-paced, like everything is just flying at you at a million miles an hour. It is so hard to process everything that's going on. So we do get 10 hits on him before he's dead. I have not been counting. I think... Okay, yeah, there we go. That was 10 right there. Now, it looks like he's dead. We actually got one more phase to deal with right here, where he actually goes kamikaze mode on you. He's just gonna run around for a second. I'm just gonna dodge him before he blows up. And of course, I'm just gonna freaking die to the explosion like an absolute moron. That is no way to die. Now we gotta start all over. Alright, that was a good start right there. We can duck under these rocks. Keep going. Yeah, see, like, when he calls the Koopas in like that, it's just like when you know. It's just, like, there is absolutely no way to survive that. Just gotta hope and pray that he doesn't fire the most impossible patterns at you. But, yeah, okay, he called the Koopas. Ah, shoot. Oh! Okay, okay. I'm just gotta not die. Gotta survive. No, get away from me! Explode. Yes! He is gone, and we have cleared Sen's Fortress. Let's go. That is going to be where this episode ends. We are going to continue this next time, where, once again, we will face the true King of Evil and clear this amazing game. So, I will see you then.